Hello, this is Creole Ken. I'm going to talk about the Swedish girlfriend. This is a Husqvarna small ring action, cock on close, full length Mauser extractor for typical for Mausers. Elevator or ladder type of rear sight, excuse me. This is the M38, so it's a shorter barrel one. There's supposed to be a thread on, it's not a muzzle brake, it's supposed to be some kind of adapter that you put on to help break down the wooden bullets. That's a rod, screw-in rod. This is the military configuration. So it's the full middle stock. I think sometimes people call these C stocks, I do believe. The middle on the Swedish Mausers are pretty good. This one also has, what they call it, the brass insert there for bore and condition. These Mausers come with stripper humps, or you want to call it, and notch out for thumb. Let me go ahead and close this action real quick. And since these are cock on close, if you watch my other video, I explained cock on close versus cock on open. When you shut this action down, this cocking piece will be cocked for the round of fire. It has a typical Mauser flag type of safety that's knurled, along with the cocking piece protrusion is also knurled, excuse me. These things are pretty accurate. I shot this guy out 200, 300 yards just using the sights. It's pretty accurate. Recoil in a 6.5 by 55 Swedish ammo is pretty much next to nothing. Way lighter recoil than, let's say, a 30-06 or a 308. And this rifle's pretty heavy. I was thinking about sporterizing this, but I think I'm gonna leave it as is. One thing about the Husqvarnas, this is a late year model. The Carl Gustavs have more models made in the small rings than the Husqvarnas. So the Husqvarnas are, I'm not gonna say rare, but the quantities of them are way less than Carl Gustavs. So keep that in mind if you're looking for a Swedish Mauser. I have a total of 3 Husqvarnas. One of them, one of them being the small ring, the other 2 are large ring type of Mausers. Let's see, 3. So these are pretty good weapons. Very accurate, real easy. The middle on them is just superior. The sights actually are not too bad. This front post sight here, as long as you don't have a dark silhouette or backlighted, a backdrop of darkness, so I can zoom in here. That front sight is pretty easy to pick up. It's the same thing with this sight here. I haven't lifted up, but pretty much what I don't like about these sights, this little knob, you got to press it down to adjust it, and all it does, it's like a M16. This just raises that sight thing up in the back, so you can get the farther distance. The sight radius is not that long between the back and the front, but it's accurate enough. If you got a good solid rest and with a lighter recoil in the ammo, you can easily hit like a 2-3 foot square target out to 500 yards with this rifle with very little concentration. You still need trigger discipline and stuff like that, breathing control, but it's pretty accurate. The middle on this one probably needs to be reblued, but if you zoom in closely, you'll see I call it the crown markings for Husqvarna. Let me see if I can get a good picture there. Probably not, but this is my other Swedish Mauser. Creole Ken.